Hey y'all, hey, Amanda here, and today I am filming my first ever book review for this channel, which is kind of exciting and kind of like nauseating because I'm like so nervous. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about the book Help, My Kid Wants to Become a YouTuber by Michael Buckley and Jesse Malhotra, I think is how you say it. So obviously I don't have kids, so this book is not geared towards me. I'm not the target audience. But I do love Michael Buckley. He's one of my all-time favorite YouTubers. I'm obsessed with him. He's just like amazing. If you don't follow him on any of his various channels, I highly recommend you do, and I'll link them down below. So I basically only read this because I wanted to support him. And it's available on Amazon, or at least that's where I got it, and it was free at the time I downloaded it. I don't know if it's still free. I think it was like a first weekend promotion type thing. And I do believe it's only digital. I don't think you can get this one in paper. So, going over the book itself, I guess. Let's not get to content yet. Let's just talk about like the writing, because there was a lot of grammatical errors that were just driving me crazy that I wish I could have like taken a red pen to, like on my screen. I had to take an entire class in college where all we did was diagram sentences, so I'm kind of crazy about it now. I love busting out the red pen. So definitely whoever edited this book, if there was an editor, I'm not sure, because it's a short book. It's not like crazy deep or a mile wide, rich with content. Like, it's not super, it doesn't delve too deep into the topic of being a YouTuber's parent. So it wasn't that long. You would think someone would take the time and really edit it succinctly, and that didn't really happen. There were definitely a few areas where I was like, oh gosh, I wish I could fix this and edit it and send it back to him like he's a BFF. I don't know. But overall, not super distracting. Since this isn't like a crazy delving deep, super thorough, detailed book, I don't think it's that big of a deal. The intent is for it to be a quick, light read for a parent. That it definitely accomplishes. And along with that, some of the sentence structures can be a little repetitive. If that drives you crazy, then maybe don't read this. But I think it's done with the intention of making it a light, easy, non-complicated read for a parent to really zoom through. So in that regard, I do believe it accomplishes what it's supposed to be doing. Content-wise, each chapter is broken into a different topic that a parent might be concerned about or need more information with if their child is interested in becoming a YouTuber. So he explains YouTube. He then defines his YouTube story, so what makes him a credible source. And then he goes over how to get started, how to make videos, your kid's first video, from idea to upload, conferences and collaborations, and then haters and sort of safety, really, he talks about a little bit too. So, as I mentioned, not a delving deep book, really touching lightly on each of these topics and getting to them quickly and succinctly so you know the basics. If there's something on here that you want more information on, well, he lists himself as a resource, and you can just quickly Google it since now you know the terms and the ideas involved from reading this book. And I think it's to the point. It's definitely to the point with each of them. The only thing that really annoyed me within each chapter was it was consecutively mentioned that everyone who downloads the book gets some free course from him for their children to get started with YouTube. And I'm like, okay, mention it once, lovely. Doesn't need to be mentioned like every 10 minutes. I get that he's trying to promote his services, which is fabulous. Get the services. I'm sure he is the #1 person to be giving that advice. didn't really want to read it 30 times, but as far as the information provided, for a quick read, which I do believe is what it's intended to be, I think it's great. And I don't want to like delve too deep into any of this, because as an adult with like primarily adult watchers, I believe, you guys are already on YouTube. You know how this works because you are a YouTuber. So unless you like Michael Buckley, if you're watching my video, chances are you don't need to read this because you understand YouTube. So it's really more for, it's definitely more for parents. And I assume that this is something that if a kid was interested in YouTube, they would be like, Mom, Dad, go download this book, you'll get it. So that's my opinion. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. I don't think I'm good at explaining books to people, but I tried. Definitely not the target audience for this. I can say that 100%. Oh, let's talk for just a second on Jesse's sections. So Jesse is a child who's mentoring an old friend's child who was interested in doing YouTube. So he was mentoring him to begin his YouTube career. Honestly, I would have preferred the chapters go on with more deeply enriched content from Michael than to have the excerpts from Jesse. I just don't think that they brought anything additional to the table that Michael didn't say himself. That's just my opinion. Obviously, it's adorable that the kid contributed to the book, and it was probably a very exciting experience for him, but I don't know that the content really added anything that wasn't just reiterating things that Michael had already said within the chapter. So there's also that. Yeah, so I would love to hear your pointers on making my next book review a little more substantive, a little more interesting. Anything that I like glaringly left out and didn't think about, please let me know, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of swinging for the fences here right now. And if you enjoyed the video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave them down below. If you have any book recommendations, you can leave that down below as well. Just to kind of explain what I like to read, I do not read fiction. I can't read fiction. I can't wrap my head around stories. I can't picture the people without like seeing them. I just can't do it. I don't know why. I like to think of myself as a creative, but I just can't. My mind doesn't work that way very well. So I read a lot of nonfiction, like self-help books and sometimes science-y books, stuff like that. If you have any good recommendations, let me know down below. And you can hit that subscribe button, which is right here or right here. Somewhere down here, and right next to the subscribe button is a bell button, which you can hit if you want to be notified every time I make a video. That's like some exciting stuff right there, so definitely click that as well. And I will talk to you all later. Thanks for watching. Bye!